Welcome back on this glorious and amazing day, and a special shout out to my subscribers and listening from Brooklyn, New York. You have reached Isaac W's channel, your online life coach. Before we move ahead to explain the secret of inner happiness that will prevent you from finding it elsewhere, running around the world externally and becoming dependent on all the external stuff around you that only weakens you in the long run. Just a little bit of a warning. I have seen it so many times. You might have seen it maybe a few times, where a child cuts themselves and they put one hand on the other hand, they go, ow, ow, it hurts. And they're not hysterical. They're just holding. Usually it happens by smaller children, the age of 3, 4, 5. Those that are not used to yet to what a cut. But they did cut themselves. They didn't see it yet. They felt it. And they put their hand and they're just complaining, barely complaining. Sometimes just a little bit of a cry. And the most interesting thing on earth happens, where suddenly they run to one of the parents to show them their hand and perhaps ask for a band-aid. And as they reveal their wound and their cut, they explode hysterically. And they start yelling and having tantrums and like an absolute panic. I observed this for so many years, trying to figure out what's going on. There was physical pain. You physically cut yourself. I get that it hurts you. Why didn't you yell and shout before? Why is it when your eyes see it, do you begin to yell and to scream and to feel? The worst thing is you feel out of control. You feel so fearful. What happened here? And here's my theory. I did not read this anywhere. My theory is the young child did feel the cut, did feel the pain. It's minimal. It's bearable. They can handle it. But when they see the blood gushing or just coming out of the skin, it's something that they're not used to. It's something they don't have every day. They had bruises, they had scrapes, but they didn't have blood just coming out of a cut. Once they see the blood, it's not the pain, rather the fear. And as I have observed that the fear is way larger than the pain, and that's precisely 2 minutes or 1 minute or 3 minutes when they find one of the parents to show them what they would call their boo-boo, suddenly they erupt with this volcano of emotions and freaking out. And as a side note, I should just mention it while I'm already on the topic, most parents do the worst thing we could do to our children, to say, it's nothing, it's a little cut, I'll put a band-aid, calm down. What we did was just the opposite what we're meant to do. Not because we're bad, because we don't understand, that's what our parents told us. What's happening is the child just feels extremely fearful. They don't know what it is. What it is, you want to validate their fear. They go, you don't have to make a big deal out of it, but when they start yelling and screaming, you say, oh, you have a boo-boo, and they go, yeah, well, guess what? I will clean it up and the blood will stop. You don't have to join them in this whole circus. Yet simultaneously, you don't have to pretend that everything is fine and it's nothing you're going to take away. Just validate that they're scared, validate it's a boo-boo, tell them how you're going to take care of it. But don't tell anyone to calm down, just like you don't want me to slap you in the face and tell you to calm down. Because a slap in your face is way less than that little cut on your child. I know you're upset at me, how dare you even say that. But it's funny, we don't want people to slap us and tell us to calm down. How dare you slap me in my face? But yet we have no issue telling children that are so fearful and so have no clue how to deal with these emotions. We just tell them, calm down. To me, calm down means, I don't know emotions, you don't know emotions, let's pretend nothing happens. Oh, it only makes it worse, and you get way worse. Because whenever we tell a child or an adult to calm down, the opposite just happens. Thanks for joining me. Wait, so why did I say this story? Well, next week I will explain, because this is an introduction before I go on to explain the secret of happiness and tranquility, which is so rich and so beautiful. But I'm obligated to give this introduction, and this story only clarifies my introduction that I will give next week. But till then, please always do remember that you are way greater than you think you are.